Oh my. The orbit base is in visual range. I wasn't expecting the mission to start so abruptly. Ah, look at that beautiful place. That's 3G's orbital base? Orbit base. Those are spaceships attached to the outside, right? Izanagi, Kanayago, Susano, and Amaterasu. The Division Fleet, the 3G Mobile Squad's motherships. Wait a sec, I thought Izanagi, Susano, and Amaterasu got wrecked up in this primeval war. Good eye, Yuta. After the primeval war, Tsukiyomi, Takahaya, and the Hirume were built to replace them. Then what are... After the primeval war, the old 3G left for the Trinary Solar System and never returned. Right, the 3G Rebellion. I think Prime Minister Yumi has all his people working to get all that sorted out. So just hang in there, everyone. We'll get the truth out there no matter how long it takes. Well, anyway, after we were formed into the Gutsy Global Guard, the Federation would authorize us to rebuild the second-generation Division fleet. So we ended up just building new models of the old ones. That's why those ships are docked at the orbit base? The orbit base, huh? Oh, that brings me back. You've been here before, Koji? I sure have, many times in fact. That's 10 years ago, though. The orbit base was our base of operations whenever we were fighting in space. We'd never have survived without it. Most of the original 3G staff went to the Trinary Solar System and never returned. There are some familiar faces there, Koji. Welcome to Dragons. Hi, Hana-chan! That voice! This is 3G Orbit Base. You are cleared to dock. Please proceed to docking port number 3. I see, so little Hana became an operator. Not the only familiar face you'll see, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. Main order room! Welcome to 3G Orbit Base. I'm Shigeru Akamatsu, 3G's current director. Call me Chief. It's a pleasure to meet you, Chief Akamatsu. I'm Commander Mitsuba Grey Valley of the Dry Cruise. Thank you for inviting us here. Some of our members cannot be here due to space constraints, but they'll be listening through our vessel's broadcast system. Hey now, you've been helping us and taking good care of our kids. Least we can do is provide you some maintenance and supplies. In that case, we'll accept your kind offer. Ah, Yang, I recognize you. Is it Yang or Yang? I can never be sure. I'd have to rewatch the Galgaigar. Captain Mitsuba, there's no need to be so reserved. We may both be under two different chains of command, but we both serve through the Federation. Ooh, should have eaten my... Yang Longli, the supervisor. It's a pleasure. I'd like to introduce my young, promising staff. Come on, guys, say hello. I'm Hana Hatsuno, operator for the Mobile Squad. Nice to meet you all. I'm Sueo Ushiyama, Maintenance Division operator. So Hana and Ushi both work on the orbit base now, huh? Hey there, Shiro, I missed you, man. Between you, Mamoru Kaido, and me, it's like a class reunion up here. I joined 3G because I wanted to be like my brother, but Hatsune did be closer to Mamoru. Isn't that cute? Seriously? Mamoru doesn't deserve a wife like you, Hana. Hold on, wife? But Mamoru's barely 20 and you two are already married? Well, you see, that's a long story. Wait, Mamoru, your profile didn't mention a spouse. What's going on here? How are you two still embarrassed by it? You've been married for 10 years. 10 years?! Okay, that can't be legal. Oh, Mamoru. Well, Mamoru and I aren't Earthlings. We're not exactly bound by Earthling laws, or family registers for that matter. You're not Earthlings? Well, that explains your supernatural powers, if not your wedding customs. This isn't exactly public knowledge, so it's not written in reports, but I'm actually from the Trinary Solar System. Not that I have any memories of that time. I was sent to Earth as a newborn baby. As for me, I'm essentially a bioweapon, developed to possess the same abilities as Mamoru. Despite our origins, though, we consider ourselves to be Earthlings. I see. Though it took a while on Kaido's side of things. Sorry for hiding this, Captain. Only their closest friends know, and I didn't want you to get a wrong impression. It's not a problem, don't worry. Mamoru and Kaido are our comrades, that's all need to be said. Thank you, Captain. Honestly, I'm more interested in the story of you getting married at the age of 10. It was adorable! After the battle against the 31 Primevals, they were married prior to Mamoru departing the solar system for a time. Those two little lovebirds have always managed to create their own little world, you know? Like some sort of fighting love field or something. Shiro, not you too! Well, I can see the captain is very curious about it, but better save it for later, Kaido. I have another operator to introduce. Yes, sir. Perhaps some other time, Captain. I look forward to it. Ah, Hinoki! My name is Hinoki Sai, Research Division Operator. I'm a dual kind. God, I keep forgetting she has that hair. The multicolored hair. So weird. So I'm also a reserve head diver for Gao Gaigo. You mean you be wearing the same pilot suit as Mamoru and Kaido? Ahem. Pure thoughts only, EXO. You're drooling, man. The dive suit is a device that records and monitors the head diver's physical status. It's a biomedical engineer. I have you know it is a necessary piece of equipment for a dive, so I would ask you to refrain from leering. Can't say I don't get you, but you don't. Can't say I don't get you, but you heard the lady. Let's try not to anger her longtime boyfriend, alright? Wow, you two are still dating? I guess. I guess you two are made for each other. Hinoki and her boyfriend have been working part-time for me for a long time. Sometimes I feel like I have an additional son and daughter. His daughter. His real daughter's been in a coma for years. I think maybe that's why he treats Hinoki for extra care. Yeah, poor Sakura. Alright, that's enough chatting. The reason I've called here Raiku's here is not just in regards to the transfer of Gao Gaigo, but to request your cooperation with Project Z! Project Z? As you know, the Gutsy Global Guard is successor to the Gutsy Galaxy Guard. Been told that the members of the Galaxy Guard are stranded in a dying universe. Exactly, but we're working on a plan to rescue the Braves, and that plan is Project Z. No kidding, there's a way? I heard the universe there predates the Big Bang almost 15 billion years ago. It's going to be very difficult, we won't deny that, but it's not impossible. After all, Mamoru and I made it back to Earth, crossing those 15 billion years. The two children of the Braves of 3G sent back. So it was the two of you, as I thought. Yes. People say that the new Braves of the 3G Mobile Squad inherited the souls of their predecessors. But they don't know how right they are. Man, I should have really warmed up. The events that took place in the Trinary Solar System were strictly confidential until very recently. I bet them federal government guys blushed real hard when they realized that they had been saved by the same people they had labeled as traitors. But it was alien technology that allowed Mamoru and Kaido to cross the 15 billion year gap, right? So that's freaking impossible for Earth tech. There is a way. The power. The power. The super energy that exists within Jupiter. I've heard it was deemed impossible to control. It's true, but it is without question a destructive force. Z-Master, the master of program entity controlling the Zonder metal, brought about its own destruction because it was unable to control the power. When the 31 Primevals tried to drop a giant asteroid on Earth, the power sent it away, back in time. Specifically, it sent 65 million years in the past. It ended up being the cause of the extinction of the dinosaurs. Thank you, Choryujin! In other words, the power is both a destructive force and an energy capable of crossing through time. So that's why you believe it to be the key to open the gate to the Trinary Solar System. We, the new 3G, have a duty to protect the Earth, but we also want to save the old 3G. Thus, for the success of Project Z, we believe that we should go to Jupiter and do some research. That's where we come in, I assume. It is certainly a plan with too many risk factors to count. I know you can't simply nod and take on our request, but on the contrary, we would be happy to assist you. Huh? There would be no greater honor than to be part of the plan to rescue the Braves who saved the Earth. While this is my answer as the main authority of the Dry Cruise, I believe mine is a feeling shared by the entire team. You said it, Captain. That's the head of the Dry Cruise for you. Alright then. As soon as everything's ready, we will initiate the joint operation between 3G and the Dry Cruise. The inspection of Jupiter on the schedule. Project Z is now fully in motion. Hey! Hey! Mamoru, Kaido, this is great! Yeah, thanks, Shiro. The goal still lies beyond our sight, but this is definitely a big step in the right direction. There's still one major problem. Sometimes a colossal shadow has been reported as appearing on Jupiter. Project Z cannot progress until we confirm the shadow's nature. Some members of our team fight alongside members of the old 3T, while others look up to them as heroes. I promise you, we will do our utmost. Just so you know, you're not the only ones who want to rescue Guy and Mikoto and everyone else. Alouette! What are you doing here? And what's with that uniform? Didn't you know? Alouette has joined 3G. She's a mobile squad operator like me. She's a genius. She designed the program ring system for Gao Faigar. Don't think I joined just because I wanted to be closer to Kaido. I did it because I wanted to help with Project Z, to meet them. How do you know Guy and Mikoto? You're only 15. Well, that's a bit of a long story. How about we save it for another... Thank you, Chief, but there's no need to be so considerate of me. There's no need to hide that I'm a product of Bionet's genetic enhancement experiments. Huh? Well, if you're sure, dear. Apparently, Alouette's mother was subjected to various experiments while she was pregnant. As a result, Alouette was born with genius-level intelligence. If you're wondering what kind of genius we're talking about, you should know that she wrote Gao Faigar's Final Fusion program at age 5. Pardon? Gao Faigar. That was the fighting mechanoid Guy Shishio piloted after Gao Gaigar, if I remember right. Since Galleon, Gao Gaigar's core machine, left with me for the new trinary solar system, the world needed a new king of braves. I see. You must have met Guy while Mamoru and I were away from the Earth. One day, I suffered a bit of head trauma. I ended up forgetting what happened back then. But in a twist of irony, it was Bionet's recent kidnapping that made me remember. I'm so sorry. Oh, did it sound like I was looking for pity? Well, I'm not. I'm glad my memories are back, because now I get to contribute to Project Z. As a added bonus, I get to be closer to Kaido. Alright, I get it, but don't stick so close to me. But Kaido... She's got a crush! What's going on? Multiple hostiles approaching orbit base. Z0 particles detected. There's San the pseudo-Zonder robos. Is it Bionet? Are they straight out picking a fight with 3G? Not to mention right in the presence of the dry cruise. The orbit base is an invaluable asset for all of mankind, Chief Akamatsu. We will deploy it once and defend you. Thanks a bunch, Captain Mitsuba. A Brave's allies, comrades. Begin the operation. That end of those Bionet nuts. They're pretty brave to attack the impregnable orbit base in the open like this. I'll ask you to phrase for using the term brave to return to them, Edge. Pseudo-Zonder robos inbound. Here they come, guys. That's quite the army for a mere criminal organization. Not enough to pose a real danger to the orbit base. That's when we aren't around. They're in for a beating they'll never forget. Bound to prepare dearly for their recklessness. All units eliminate the enemy force ASAP. Project Z is almost ready. I won't let anyone stop us now. Hang in there, Guy. Everyone, we'll be there soon. Project Z. Unravel the mystery of the power and rescue 3G. Yeah, we'll do it. Wait for us, guys.
せるマジンガーブレード。
Oh, that was awkward timing.
一度の式だってざっとこんなもんだ。
You're really into it today, guys. Of course we are. We'd be ashamed to our predecessors if we weren't fighting with the proper dedication to protect the orbit base. As inheritors of their brave souls, we swear to fight to our utmost. Space! Ah, my dick! My car! Ooh, nice. Yeah, not wrong. We're not having trouble yet. I'll let them sit back. I really need to level these guys up. I've been ignoring them.
てきてくれたのなら好都合。ブレイブポリスシャドウマル、いざ参れ。はっ
That's some more like it. For God's sakes, Bill Tiger! Dodge! Fine ears. Be hilarious if that did no damage. Again. In the dick. Why always the dick? King's under barrier. Alright, let's return the favor.
ってみせる。こいつで一刀両断だ。
Oh, pardon me. We'll hit him.
パワー勝負に出てくると分かっていれば。
ジェデッカ、あいつを狙うんだ。
了解、ボス。ジェイバスター。
GB boss.
行け。
That one was in the abs of steel. You're getting a little too close to the rest for my comfort.
これ以上は好きにはさせん。
Ah, no. Zoom. Too close. But how does he fight in space? Beep boop. Ah, so you're approaching me, eh? Do your best, Hana, Mamoru, Kaido. Will do, Hana. Today we're especially fired up. We won't let anyone interfere with Project Z. Some incredible shurikens get through his under barrier.
しない。パワー勝負に出てくると分かっていれば実力を行使する。
シューン。
警告する。今すぐ戦闘を止めろ。パワー勝負に出てくると分かっていれば J マスター発射。
I don't like that. That's better. Now he won't get taken down by a lucky shot. Hey, you dodged it for once. Well done, Bill Team. Melt him!
未来を守るためにも俺は戦う。生きたなしの炎で燃え尽きろ。
力比べに持ち込まれる前に勝負をつける。
J デッカあいつを狙うんだ。
了解ボス。 J バスター行け。
頑張って。
みんなは俺が守るから。敵の動きが止まった。
いっけグリッドマン。
We've confirmed the elimination of the Bionet units. Well, that's what I'd call an easy victory, eh, Captain? Captain? Remember when Kaido have said, Bionet sections are simply too confusing. This is bothering me. It's because they got Algernon. Good work, everyone. I've heard the reports, but damn, you guys are the best, the strongest, friggin' awesome. I feel that's a bit excessive, but thank you for the kind words, Chief. To show you respect, I'll be personally taking care of your unit's maintenance. In other words, the Chief wants to get up close and personal with every machine in the dry cruise. You'll have to resist the temptation for a while. First, we have to try and figure out a reason for the behind Bionet's eccentric behavior. This isn't typical behavior for them. Bionet is a criminal organization. Normally, they'd only send their pseudo-Zonder robos if they had something to gain from it. We have nothing to gain from attacking the orbit base directly. My theory is that rather than attempt at destroying us, this was reconnaissance. Factoring in the presence of the dry crews here, nothing else would make sense. I get what you're saying, but you've read the reports recently, nothing they've been doing makes sense. I have to admit, I haven't been able to figure out the reasoning behind this attack myself. Maybe the loss of their leader, Dr. Thanatos, has broken their chain of command? If I may, I'd like to offer a theory from the perspective of a biomedical engineer. Are you aware of the phenomenon called Algernon? What now? I read about Algernon in a classified document. It wasn't very detailed, but it was described as a disease that threatened the existence of mankind. That's a good way to put it. Algernon is a phenomenon that causes sudden death. There was an outbreak of it 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Did the Federation fail to notice this incident because it happened right in the middle of the rest of that whole mess? As stated in the document Captain Mitsuba read, at the time it was considered a form of illness. But the truth is, Algernon is a self-kill switch built into mankind's genetic code. A what now? I'm told you've already met the Somnium. I'm sorry, who? Pardon me, the life forms we call better men. They refer to themselves as Somnium. Let me start again. Have you ever heard of the Gaia hypothesis? Yep. Yes, it's the idea that the ecosystem created by the mutual relationships between a planet and its inhabitants can be likened to a living being. Correct. In the Somnium, the better men are this living creature's immune system. So their role in this would be to destroy foreign substances invading the body. Then why aren't they fighting the invaders or the Rulgaru? Unfortunately, from their perspective, beings like those are no different than dirt clinging to Gaia's skin. However, they seem to be preparing to fight against something more serious. Something that's making its way deep within the body. What would that be? That we don't know yet. For now, I can tell you that in order to draw out their true power, you must ingest something called Animus seeds. Kaido said something about that, yes. Animus seeds come from flowers that only grow on the bodies of someone affected with Algernon. Whoa, hold on, does that mean the better men eat people? They're monsters! That's a biased opinion. When you think about it, we humans feed upon animals and plants in order to survive. I mean, yes, but Algernon is a necessary step to give... is the necessary step required to give birth to Animus seeds. In other words, we are programmed to activate it when we must stimulate the Somnium into removing a contamination from the world body. When the Algernon occurs, your neurotransmitters spike and you're compelled to act in an aggressive, self-destructive manner. Is it possible the entirety of Bound is affected by Algernon? From Mamoru and Kaido's report on Dr. Thanatos' behavior, it is a definite possibility. This ends up completely destroying Bound, and I'm A-okay with it, but the point is, an outbreak of Algernon means the Somnium need to be stirred into action, which means the Earth is endangered by something that requires their presence. Ikumi, could it be? It must have to do with this Conqueror King they mentioned. Well, no use to thinking about it if there's no solution to be found. Time to switch gears. 3G will keep an eye on the Somnium's movements. Meanwhile, the dry crews will keep on kicking the butts of those jerks out there who hate peace. Then we can all focus on Project Z. Understood. You will look after Galgayo and its pilots. Speaking of which, I'd like to send Hatsuno your way as our liaison. You mean Hana is going to travel with us? I'm certainly not going to be one keeping such a cute couple apart. But it's going to be dangerous. Then you'll just have to protect her, won't you? Kumi. Besides, you should be thinking about her feelings first. Mamoru, would it bother you if I came along? No way. If anything, you being there will give me all the bravery I'll ever need. Oh, Mamoru. That's sweet. Though, please do try to be moderate with your displays of affection on the ship. They might lower the morale of the part of the crew, starting with the XO. Captain! Then we're set. Mamoru, Kaido, Hana, take care. Yes, sir. See you when it's time to initiate Project Z, Dry Crews. Can't wait. The Sepulchrum. You've come. Lula. Yes. Hiragi. Here. Rice. You may refer to me as the beautiful minstrel if you prefer. Gajumaru. Yeah. Sarah. Yes. Arhan. If you need my help to beat the Conqueror King, then so be it. Conqueror King is not the only obstacle Amina must face for the time of Patria. Of course, the source of evil must also be dealt with. Lamia, another Forte seed has been produced. Amazing! Damn, if only my body can handle the strain of Forte evolution. Don't say that. The fact that Forte was produced is a sign that humanity is facing extinction. I know that. I found humans we can't get any more Animus seeds. The Conqueror King, the source of evil. You must overcome many obstacles before you can return to the skies of Patria. Anna, set a supporter. And I think that will be all for today. Thank you all for coming, even if you just lurked. I appreciate it all the same. Let's see if there's someone to raid. Let's see here. Let's go to Stream 4-star. Raid now!